Hey guys, welcome to your twin flame reading. So let's see what sort of energies the collective is dealing with. Let's see the energies that the collective is dealing with and will be dealing with. Okay, let's see. All right. All right, and we have the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's get the clarifiers before we start diving in. Okay. Funny when that happens. And we have the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Funny when that happens, as in we have a clarifier clarifying the same card. Right? So mirroring energies, which means that this collective is very likely to see synchronicities, numbers, symbols, very likely double numbers, right? So 11 or 11 11, 12 12, 13 13, 4 4, 5 5, 5 5, of all of that, right? So for this collective in particular, very likely to see number synchronicities as a sign of making progress in the right direction. Now, this is a collective which is a little bit more advanced, I'm gonna say, in their work towards achieving a divine union. This collective is actually involved or working on finessing the details of getting involved in a commitment with your twin flame. Now, one of you might be more invested in the higher level commitment, 3D specifically, right? One of you might be a little bit more invested, one of you might be a little bit more hesitant in making it a 3D commitment. This may be due to some healing which still needs to happen. This may be due to some discussions which still need to be addressed, which need to be started. So this is kind of the energy of getting the ball rolling in discussing the details, in discussing the views, the personal aspects, the personal hang-ups, I would say, right? And one of you may be feeling a little bit unprepared to take on the 3D higher commitment role. So this would be engagement, commitment, marriage, having a child or adopting a child, depending on the specifics of your vessels, right? So one of you is more prepared to take on those level of responsibilities. The other one would like more to focus on the relationship, would like more to focus on your dynamics, enjoy what's going on between you, and perhaps worry less about commitment. So there is a little bit of a fear here of a 3D commitment. It's a little bit of hesitancy. So this would not be someone who has a phobia of a commitment, right? But this is a hesitancy because I'm getting the energy of one of the twins here having spent more time single than as a part of a relationship. So their 3D vessel is more accustomed to a single-ish kind of life. And because they take relationships very seriously, commitments very seriously, that next stage of a commitment very seriously, they take it so seriously that they wouldn't want to dive headfirst, in a sense. They want to feel like they're very prepared for it. They want to feel like they are, they have all their T's crossed and all their I's dotted and everything set up perfectly, right? And there may be some material concerns as well. So for some of you, this could be the topic of perhaps moving in together or buying a home or upgrading your home in a sense of getting a house with more rooms, or an apartment with more rooms, or moving from an apartment to a home, to a house, or there's something here related to a major investment. If it's a wedding, then these are perhaps the costs of the actual wedding, or the details, or, you know, nitty-gritty. That's the word I'm hearing from Spirit. Nitty-gritty. This is a case of dealing with the nitty-gritty of the 3D aspect of your relationship. But your soul bond, your soul commitment, it is very, 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 very well-rounded. It is very advanced. So this would not be a collective where there is a fear that your twin isn't as involved as you would like them to be. This is not a runner twin that you are dealing with here. For this collective, these are hesitancies, fears, concerns related to 3D aspects of the relationship. So this is either a relationship which is starting right now, or it is ongoing, and there are some, I'm tempted to say minor issues, in the sense that your twin flame connection is so much deeper and more important than the 3D aspects of life, right? But in the context of the 3D relationship, these aspects that you may be bickering over, or dealing with issues over, or dealing with hesitancies over, this wouldn't feel minor necessarily to you as a 3D person, right? As a 3D person, you might find these issues serious. Because in the context of a 3D relationship, in the context of a 3D life, then these would be the serious milestones couples go through. The only thing is that for you as a twin flame couple, these issues, these aspects of 3D life are actually minor. Because the nature of your bond is so much deeper, so much richer, so much more important, and infinitely more spiritual than the 3D life. And for some of you, you are reaching a point of understanding that. You are reaching a point of unwinding. Because this is the energy of realizing that these issues, though they may be serious in the 3D life, are kind of like a speck of dust in the grander scheme of things for your actual bond connection. So someone is going to release some of that pressure. Someone is going to overcome some of those hang-ups and coughs, of course. Someone is going to become more relaxed, more detached from purely 3D aspects of the connection, because you know and your twin knows that you live at a different level. You experience your connection at a different level, and for you the dynamics of the energies in your connection is at a much higher level than 3D aspects of life. Which is not to say that 3D aspects of life aren't important, because while we are in the 3D, of course, they are major. But looking at things from a higher vantage point, from your spiritual vantage point, then these things aren't really that serious, right? They aren't that major, okay? And there's going to be some back and forth, there's going to be some negotiating, right? Some talking, some thinking, some meditating, and in the end you are going to reach an accord, you are going to reach a point of understanding with each other, and you are going to overcome these issues and these tensions, because they are merely 3D facets of life, right? And you are much more than that as a couple. And you will be seeing number synchronicities as a sign that you are overcoming those tensions, those issues, and you are focusing on the depth of your true bond. And when you are going to be focusing on that depth of your true bond, then you are going to be seeing those number synchronicities. So let's see your advice in this situation. What's the advice for the collective in this situation? Let's see your advice. And this one feels right. Interesting, right? So your advice is the Crown Chakra card, which of course talks about your connection to the spiritual realm, to your higher frequencies, and you have trust on the bottom of the deck. So trust the depth of your connection, trust your divine guidance, trust the much, in a sense, deeper, but at the same time much higher level of commitment spiritually. And trust that, because as you trust that, all of these 3D kind of aspects of life are going to be resolved. It's in the divine blueprint for your relationship, so all issues are going to be resolved, okay? Focus on your spiritual connection, on your connection to your higher self, to your twin's higher self, and ask your spiritual team for guidance and support if you're kind of struggling with it, because they are there and they are going to send you signs and synchronicities as a clear sign of their guidance, of their support, and of you going in the right direction, right? So in the extended, we are going to take a look at how these energies play out for the feminine and the masculine separately, and we're going to get some advice for each. If you won't be joining me there, then I'm sending you my highest vibes of unconditional love, and we'll be seeing each other soon, okay? Bye!